I know I haven't posted in a while, and that's just because I haven't been busy, because I'm not going to say that because it's a lie. But, just kind of not really had much to do video-wise. But then I got it, so lately I've been listening to lots of music, right? And everyone listens to music, so it's really not that, like, cool of a thing. However, the best way to listen to music, in my opinion, is to listen to a full album all the way through and just really try to find a story out of it, because the best of albums have stories. Now, a lot of poppy artists don't really have good album stories. Most of them are either like just randomness or breakups or romance, and they kind of suck. But I found quite an accumulation of good albums, so this time I'm going to talk about all of AJR's albums, especially the Click and Neo Theater. Okay, so the Click and Neo Theater are unlike any other album you've listened to, most likely. So if you don't know who AJR is, there's three brothers, Adam, Jack, and Ryan, met, and they started in their house before they'd even moved out. And they started making music, and they made their first album called Living Room, which I haven't actually listened to, and I've heard it's not as good as their next two. But after they did this, they later moved out and they kind of did their own thing. And they decided for their music, instead of doing romance or what everyone else was doing, they decided to do something completely different that no one really had heard of. And that is, they kind of just talk about issues in life, like basic life issues, but not romance. Just like about growing up, about, and especially about being famous. Because in the first album they were famous, so they just kind of did the same old thing. But in the Click, the story for the Click is all about how, he kind of goes from, he finally, like, people understand who he is, and like people like are starting to recognize him, and he kind of has to make this decision between go back to his memories or continue on the line of fame. And that's what this story is about, and it really just kind of shows you how he is remembering all this stuff, but he's also trying to stay famous and all this different stuff. And it doesn't actually have an ending. However, if you listen to the deluxe edition with 4 more songs, it actually has a perfect ending. I'm not going to tell you because I want you to listen to it and I want you to figure it out for yourselves. However, the second one is about being famous. That doesn't mean you pick famous stuff. So just listen to the album yourself. Deluxe edition has basically the whole album and then the actual ending in it. But the original Click is great too. However, the Neo Theater album is all about how he's famous and he kind of figures out that he doesn't like it. And I don't know if this is how his life actually is, or their life technically, but it's all about how he's famous now, and he doesn't really like it. Like, he's all just kind of like, oh yeah, this is alright, but I'm kind of just ready to go back home. I want to go back to the way it was. And then he just kind of accepts that, like, this is how it is now, and he kind of just like, and then it ends in a really awesome way that you should listen to. And then they don't have any more albums, so to speak. They do have Living Room, but I haven't listened to that one. But yeah, binge albums like this, it's really a great pastime. You can do it while you're working. So like if you're mowing the lawn or if you're cleaning your room or something, just, if you have like an Alexa, you can play it on that. If you have a phone, which is pretty much all you do, because that's why you're watching this, or how you're watching this for now, or a computer, you can do Spotify on your computer. Just listen to these albums. You can even find albums on Spotify even if you don't have premium, and you can just listen to them and you'll get ads every now and then. So listen to these albums, they're really good. Yeah, that's all I have to say for today. See you guys next time, and adios.